Welcome to this step-by-step ASP.NET Core tutorial for beginners. Whether you are brand new to web development or just getting started with the .NET Core, you are in the right place. In this video, we will guide you from the basics to building your first ASP.NET Core application with complete clarity. Here is what we will cover in this video. We will start by understanding what ASP.NET Core is and why it is so powerful for modern development. Then we will set up your development environment and walk through building your first project step by step. Before we begin, make sure you have the tools ready. You will need Visual Studio or VS Code, the latest .NET SDK installed, and a browser to test your app. Don't worry, I will guide you through each step, even if you are not familiar with all these tools. So, why should you learn ASP.NET Core? It is fast, secure, cross-platform and backed by Microsoft. That means you are learning a future-proof framework used by companies all over the world for building scalable and secure web applications. Now that you are set up and ready, let us dive into the practical part. We will create a new project, understand the folder structure, and then build and run your very first ASP.NET Core web application. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to explore dependency injection (DI), a fundamental design pattern in ASP.NET Core that helps you build more maintainable, testable, and flexible applications. Dependency injection is a technique where a class receives its dependencies from external sources rather than creating them itself. This promotes loose coupling, making your code more modular and easier to change. By using DI, you can improve code reusability, testability, and maintainability. It also increases the flexibility of your application, allowing you to easily swap out different implementations of dependencies. The first step in using DI is to register your services with the ASP.NET Core DI container. This tells the container how to create instances of your services and make them available to other parts of your application. You register services in the program.cs file using the add transient, add scoped, or add singleton methods. These methods determine the lifetime of the services. Add transients create a new instance of the service every time it is requested. This is suitable for lightweight services that don't need to maintain state. Add scoped creates a new instance of the service for each HTTP request. This is suitable for services that need to maintain state within a single request. Add singleton create a single instance of the service for the lifetime of the application. This is suitable for services that are expensive to create or that need to maintain global state. Once you have registered your services with the DI container, you can inject them into your controllers or other classes through their constructors. This is known as constructor injection. In the constructor of your controller, declare a parameter of the interface type that you want to inject. The DI container will automatically resolve the dependency and pass it to the constructor. In this example, we are injecting iMyService into the home controller. The DI container will create an instance of myService since we registered it as the implementation of myService and pass it to the constructor. You can then use the injected service in your controller actions. This approach makes it easy to test the controller by substituting a mock implementation of the service. One of the great things about ASP.NET Core is that it has a built-in dependency injection container. This means you don't need to add any extra libraries or frameworks to use DI in your application. The built-in DI container simplifies setup and configuration, provides seamless integration with the ASP.NET Core features, and reduces complexity and overhead. This makes it easy to adopt DI in your ASP.NET Core applications and reap the benefits of loose coupling, improved testability, and increased maintainability. Understanding service lifetimes is crucial for using DI effectively. The lifetime of a service determines how long an instance of the service will live and how often it will be created. As we mentioned earlier, there are three main service lifetimes: transient, scoped, and singleton. Transient services are created every time they are requested. This is the most common lifetime and is suitable for most services. Scoped services are created once per HTTP request. This is useful for services that need to maintain state within a single request, such as database context. Singleton services are created only once for the lifetime of the application. This is useful for services that are expensive to create or that need to maintain global state, such as caching services. Let us walk through a practical example of dependency injection in action. Imagine you have a web application that need to log information. Instead of creating logging service directly within your controllers, you can create an iLogger interface and an implementation called file logger. First, you would register file logger in program.cs using the di container. Then you can inject iLogger into your controllers. This approach allows you to easily change the logging implementation without modifying your controllers. For instance, you could switch from a file logger to a database logger with minimal changes. One of the biggest advantages of using dependency injection is how it simplifies testing. With the DI, you can pass in mock implementations of your service when testing your controllers. This means you can isolate the controller's logic and verify its behavior without relying on external dependencies. For example, if you are testing home controller, you can create a mock version of iMyService that simulates different responses. This allows you to test how the controller handles various scenarios, ensuring that your application behaves as expected. In this video, we have explained dependency injection, a fundamental design pattern in ASP.NET Core that helps you build more maintainable, testable, and flexible applications. We have learned what DI is, how to register services with the DI container, how to inject dependencies into controllers, and the benefits of using the built-in DI container. DI is a powerful tool that can significantly improve the quality of your code. By using DI, you can create applications that are easier to understand, test, and maintain. I encourage you to start using DI in your ASP.NET Core applications to build more maintainable, testable, and flexible code. Happy coding!